Yo, welcome back to the GM Podcast. I'm Miller.
I'm Gav.
And today we have our Week 1 NFL predictions. Same thing we did last year, but this year we're just going to pick outright winners instead of spreads and stuff like that. First game, Thursday Night Football this week. We got Ravens at Chiefs. Chiefs are favored by 3 points. Who do you have in that game?
Ravens at Chiefs. Chiefs. I think the Chiefs just simply have the Ravens number.
Yeah.
I think it's a mental thing with this organization. I think, personally, we would have won the Super Bowl last year easily if we would have faced any other team other than the Chiefs. I honestly feel the exact same way about this year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think the Ravens will win the Super Bowl if we do not face the Chiefs. But that's just probably going to happen.
The road to the Super Bowl goes through Arrowhead. So.
Yes. So
Yeah, I got the Chiefs as well. I think the Ravens coming in with a kind of new offense. Obviously, they lost Odell, which isn't the biggest loss, but still is a loss. Derrick Henry coming in. Hopefully, we'll see what that system looks like. That's exciting. But,
for sure.
Yeah, the Chiefs have an established system already.
I think the only way the Ravens win is like they get a 10-point lead, because I do think if we get leads this year with Derrick Henry and Lamar in the running game, we should be able to just pound the ball.
And it is the regular season as well, so
Yeah. I mean, the Ravens have beat them in the regular season.
They beat them in the regular season. It's the playoffs that stuff happens. But next game we got Packers at Eagles. Philly is favored by 3. Obviously, this game is happening in Brazil, so there's not really a home team. Who do you have to win that game?
The Packers. And honestly, I had the Packers in my Super Bowl.
Okay.
I have it between them and the 49ers, actually. And, well, that's something for another day. But I have Jordan Love as my MVP.
Okay, so you got to stand on that. You know that, right?
Yes, I have Jordan Love as my MVP.
This is before the season, so you're saying the Packers are going to the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I am too. I think the Packers are going to the Super Bowl as well. I think they are going to win this game against my Eagles, unfortunately. They have an established offense already, so I think they'll get the job done in Brazil. So, yeah. And then, obviously, we can talk about the AFC when we get there.
Yeah.
Cardinals at Bills, first Sunday game. Bills are favored by 6 points.
Bills. If this was later in the year, maybe it'd be different, because I do think the Cardinals not necessarily are going to be a great team this year, but I think they're a scary team that you not necessarily want to play with. Kyler Murray. I still like Kyler Murray. I don't think he's a quarterback that is going to win you a Super Bowl or anything like that, but if we're just going off talent, putting up numbers, he can have a crazy offensive game. And with McBride, Marvin Harrison, like, he has weapons, and Marvin Harrison's scary, so I think they'll be able to compete. I just don't know if week 1 I'm picking against Josh Allen.
I think this will be a close game, honestly. But, I do have the Bills coming out of it victorious. Next game, we got Patriots at Bengals. Cincinnati's favored by 9.
Patriots at Bengals. Yeah, no-brainer.
Yeah,
Bengals.
I got Bengals. I think they might start off rough offensively, though, Cincinnati.
Yeah, they might.
But this game will never be in doubt.
Chase is playing?
Chase, I think he's going to have to.
Yeah.
Obviously, they didn't give him his money, but they're going to. They're going to let go of T. Higgins next offseason, probably. They're going to have to, so... Yeah, I think they'll all play. I think this is like their last dance, kind of.
Yeah.
As far as T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and Joe Burrow go, I think this is kind of their last dance, so they're trying to get it done this year.
I mean, you're going to have a lot of money between Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
Yeah, so this year, watch out for the Bengals, because they're playing with house money for sure. Next game, we got Vikings at Giants. Minnesota is favored by 1.5 points.
I'm going to go Giants.
Okay.
And I'm not the biggest Daniel Jones fan. I'm actually not a fan at all. I think, honestly, the Giants, I think they have a good culture. I think they're going to do
Wait, what? What makes you think that?
I just like the coach.
Oh, okay. Dable, you like Dable?
Yeah, I think it's all him. Like,
okay.
I think I like the way he turned it around sort of for them. And I'm not high on the Vikings at all. I mean, other than Justin Jefferson, there's no really hopes. I don't really have any hopes for this roster.
I'm going to go with the Vikings because they have the best player in this football game.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I think he'll make enough plays against. I haven't heard a lot about that defensive back, the defensive backs in New York. So, obviously they have Dexter Lawrence up front, but
So Sam Darnold started. Is J.J. McCarthy hurt, or he just didn't win the job?
He's hurt for the season. He's hurt. I forgot what happened. He tore
Yeah.
Nah, it's a season ender though.
It's a season ender.
Yeah, I forgot what happened.
But he was gonna start or no?
No, I think he was. Yeah, I think he was gonna start.
Damn.
Like he was winning the job. I would have loved to see J.J. McCarthy in there for sure. And even Sam Darnold, he's not the most boring quarterback to watch. Like he's talented. Hopefully he might be able to do something. I'm not betting on it.
Yeah,
I'm not betting on that. Next game we got Titans at Bears. Bears are favored by 4 points. Yeah,
I got the Bears.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be fireworks. First game, first week.
Yeah, like I think
they probably about to step on the scene.
What I saw from Caleb Williams in the preseason was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I'm sold on him. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And that receiving core is scary.
Yeah. You said it all. I think the Titans are. How do I put this? I think the Titans are the best last place team in the NFL. That's just me though, and I think a lot of people some people think it's the Vikings, some people think it's maybe the Cardinals.
No, I think it's the Titans, especially with the addition of Snead.
Yeah, I like their offense, and then L'Jarius Snead, like you said, holding it down out there. I think that
because I think if the Titans face the Vikings, I think you put Snead on Jefferson and
live with everything else. Yeah, I feel you. Next game we got Panthers at Saints. Saints are favored by 4 in this game.
Well, this is a very bad football game
that I won't be tuning into
at all. Oh wow!
And the Saints are favored by 4, so I don't know what. That's a pretty big spread in my opinion.
The Saints. I'm not as low on the Saints as most people are. I'm still low on them. Like I'm not saying they're going to do anything. My thing is, I think people think the Bucks and the Falcons are going to sweep both the Panthers and the Saints, and I think everyone will sweep the Panthers. But I think the Saints.
I think the Panthers might have a better chance of getting a game off of Tampa and Atlanta.
I think New Orleans always has a good solid defense.
Yeah,
I think New Orleans is gonna still do really bad, get a top 10 pick, but I think they'll split with. Maybe both, but at least one of the Falcons and the Bucks.
Yeah. So you got the Saints?
Yeah, I got the Saints, but
I got the Saints as well. I think Dennis Allen is going to be the first coach fired this year.
Yeah.
I think Derek Carr is going to be the first quarterback benched. Like you said, they do usually have a good defense, so that might mean something. I do have the Saints to win this game. I
want to see Rattler.
Yeah, everybody wants to see Rattler at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an exciting quarterback to watch at the end of the day. So hopefully I think he will step in. They got to see what they got in him because they're not doing anything this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think if it's week 12 and you're a bottom 5 to 10 team in the league, it's like what are we playing for?
Let's try this out.
Yeah.
Next game we got Steelers at Falcons. Pretty good game in Atlanta. Atlanta's favored by 3 in this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Steelers to upset.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know why.
I trust Mike Tomlin, and everything with Atlanta is pretty new.
Yeah.
The offense. I'm also interested to see how they use Fields.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's really just, I don't know. And I'm not high on the Steelers this year at all. Like, a lot of people are a little higher than usual. I'm actually lower than usual this year. But it's just a week one thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think Atlanta's a better football team all around. It's just.
Yeah. I hope Russell Wilson can. I'm gonna keep hoping that he goes back to his original form. But if he doesn't do it this year, it's not gonna happen. Career, yeah, it's clips. But I'm gonna go with the Falcons. I trust Kirk Cousins in his leadership role more than I trust anybody in Pittsburgh, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Obviously, Atlanta's defense was built up during this offseason.
Sure, with Judon and Biggs.
Yeah, and all those guys are deep. So. Yeah, I'm going to go with Atlanta in this one, start off their season
secondary.
Right. Oh, yeah. Their secondary is loaded. A.J. Terrell, Jesse Bates, and Justin Simmons. If Simmons can play like 80% of what he was in Denver, yeah, they're going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Next game, Jaguars at Dolphins. Miami is favored by 3.5.
Dolphins.
Okay.
I don't think people understand how good this team was in the regular season last year. Obviously, I'm very low on them if we're talking about playoffs. Yeah. But in the regular season, this team offensively, especially week 1 with Mike McDaniels, they're gonna come out. Tyreek Hill might have a huge game, man. Waddle.
He might have a crazy game.
Yeah.
First game. Yeah, I got the Dolphins as well. I think the Jaguars are actually a better team.
Yeah.
Than the Dolphins are. I why that is. I don't know. I have more faith in Trevor Lawrence than I have in Tua, honestly.
Yeah.
He hasn't showed me any reason why. I mean, he has a playoff win, but it wasn't that impressive. He was down 27-0, and
Yeah.
But next game we got Texans at Colts. Houston is favored by 2.5 points.
Texans. I think C.J. Stroud will be right there with Jordan Love in the MVP race.
I got C.J. Stroud to win the MVP.
I think after this season we'll be calling C.J. Stroud the second best QB in the league. Definitely top 3 in my personal opinion. And that core of receiving is just like the Bears, scary, but they also have Joe Mixon who could catch it out the backfield. Yeah. So that's something to. Yeah, that's going to be scary.
I got the Colts surprising people week 1. I think the Texans have had a lot of noise, which for good reason.
Yeah.
And they'll be a great team. But the Colts, divisional game in Indy, Anthony Richardson coming back. He's been ready to play. Their receiving core isn't bad. Alec Pierce. They still got Michael Pittman. They still got Josh Downs who played good last year. So, I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a high-scoring game for sure. Well, it's divisional, so I don't know. But, yeah, I'm going to take Indy. Next game, we got Raiders at Chargers. Chargers are favored by 3.5 points.
Yeah, I'm going to go Chargers. I'm going to trust that they have an actual quarterback and not Alex O'Connell. And I like Harbaugh.
Yeah,
I think Harbaugh's really good with quarterbacks, too. I'm interested to see Herbert might get better under him.
Yeah. I got the Chargers as well. I don't know what I'm getting offensively from the Raiders.
Yeah.
They're throwing out Bobby Boucher out there at quarterback, so I'm going to take the Chargers. Broncos and Seahawks in Seattle. Seattle's favored by 6 points.
I'm going to go Broncos. I like what I saw from...
To win?
Yes.
Okay.
I like what I saw from Bo Nix in the preseason.
Yeah.
I like Sean Payton. I think that could be something for the long haul in Denver.
Who's Seattle's head coach again? I'm forgetting because I know they got rid of G. Carroll. Seattle head.
It's not even about Seattle. I think they have... Seattle also has an elite receiving core.
Oh, I see who it is. It's Mike McDonald. It was y'all guy.
Yeah.
From the Ravens. Yeah, I got Seattle though. I'm not high. Once again, I think Denver might be a better team than Seattle as the season comes on, but
in
first
the Surtain Metcalf matchup, I like Denver in this one.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, if you have him on your fantasy team, I would put him in for this game though.
Yeah.
Since Surtain is going to be locking that up on that other side, I feel like. Next game, we got Cowboys at Browns. Cleveland's favored by 2.5.
I'm going to go Browns.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not high on the Cowboys this year. They always have a lot of noise that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and with Vrabel on that defense, I think week 1, yeah, I'm going to take the Browns.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Browns.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a must-win for Dallas, though.
Yeah.
With all the noise that's been coming out of camp, with obviously there are 3 people not all getting paid, only CD. I feel like it is a must-win. If you start off the season with an L against Cleveland, it's like, that's a bad taste, and then you got to come back from that. I don't think they're going to have a good season anyway.
Yeah.
But like I said, I do think it is going to be a must-win for the Cowboys that they're not going to get done. Next game, we got Commanders at Bucks. Tampa is favored by 3.5. 2 pretty mid teams, in my opinion. 2 exciting teams to watch, though.
Dang.
I got the Bucks. I think first game, Washington. I think there's going to be some bumps in the road. I think Jaden Daniels is going to be – he's going to have a run for the Rookie of the Year, obviously. But Tampa Bay is established as a football team. You know what they're going to get from them. So I'm gonna take Tampa in week 1.
Yeah. I like Baker more than most people do.
Yeah.
I think he's a winner. I'm going to go Baker.
Yeah.
I'm going to bet on Baker in this one.
Yeah. All right, Sunday Night Football. Great game. Rams at Lions. Lions are favored by 3.5 points. Who do you have in this one?
My gut tells me Stafford is just going to...
Yeah,
I'm going to trust my guy, though. I think
Campbell?
my favorite coach in the league might be Dan Campbell.
Yeah, you know what Garrison said. Garrison's trusted Dan Campbell before anybody.
I'm never betting against Dan Campbell.
Yeah, like, why does Dan Campbell deserve that?
It's not that I'm never betting against him, but And a close one. I don't know. I just feel like Dan Campbell's gonna make a good call to maybe go on 2 or something. I think it will be a really close game.
Yeah.
And Stafford coming back to Detroit. That offense is gonna be really, really good. I'm gonna take Detroit.
I'm gonna take the Rams. I think I discussed this with you earlier. I think it might be a blowout.
True.
I don't know why. I think obviously the Lions they usually come out to fight, but I don't know. I think the Rams just getting their revenge, kind of starting the season out well. Obviously the loss of Aaron Donald is big, but I feel like Sean McVay is gonna have these guys ready to play first week. I think they're gonna be explosive. And then last game, Monday Night Football, we got Jets at, or is it 49? No, it's Jets at 49ers. Yeah. San Fran is favored by 3.5 points.
I'm going to go with the Jets week 1.
Okay.
And I'm like I said, I'm still high on the 49ers. I think right now I think people are lower on them than maybe they should be. I think they'll make it to the conference championship per usual.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Jets, Aaron Rodgers week 1. I don't like the Jets as a long term. I think they might slip in at a wild card.
Okay, who is your NFC Championship Packers and Niners?
Yeah, look, as of right
now. So your Lions' faith has dwindled.
It's not even that the faith is dwindled. It's just, I think in a playoff game, mind you, the Niners roster is just, first of all, it's just so good. And it's like, how do I put it? So like when it comes to like the Chiefs or the Packers, like I take Jordan Love way over Brock Purdy. I don't take Jared Goff extremely over this, and just like I take him over Brock Purdy, but I don't take him over the way I would a Mahomes, a Jordan Love, a Stroud, a Hurts. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna go with the Jets as well.
Yeah,
week 1, I think Mike Williams is playing.
Yes,
Garrett Wilson's playing. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers,
Breece Hall,
like their offense is gonna be ready week 1.
Yeah,
so I think they're gonna come out explosive. They obviously beat Buffalo.
Reddick's not playing.
Nah, I don't think they got him signed yet. But I think they beat Buffalo week 1 last year. So I think they'll come out ready to play. Robert Saleh have those guys ready to play. They beat San Fran. Not saying they're a better team than San Fran, even though they might be.
How long is he gonna sit out? Like
Hassan Reddick?
Like
I mean, I feel like these guys kind of have to play because you can't just sit and let your contract.
Yeah, you're gonna sit a whole year.
Yeah, you can't sit a whole year, but. I don't know. I mean, Hassan Reddick will be ready to play. He's a pass rusher. I feel like he's different with pass rushers.
Nah, for sure. It's just kind of like, I wonder at what point do you just, all right, I have to play? Or,
I don't. Man, because if he plays, that Jets, I mean, I have the Jets making the playoffs regardless, but if he plays.
That defense is really good.
It's scary. But, that's the last game. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll keep you guys updated on who's doing better in our predictions.
Fact.
But, like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.